Hi everyone, my name's Zach Pittman. I'm the CEO of Orion's Guard, and I'm hoping that you can write a business model canvas in under 10 minutes. So I was trained to write 50-page business plans that would change over the next month, to where you would have to come up with a mission, a vision, your KPIs, do Porter's 5 forces, a SWOT, your financial analysis for 1, 3, and 5 years. Also to figure out, what's your marketing plan going to look like? What's the cost of running the business? The works. And it would take the whole semester to figure that out and put the plan together. And when I got out of college, that's what I tried to do. And it would take forever and things would change, and then I'd give up halfway through when I had an idea and I liked, but I didn't want to do the business plan. And then along came the business model canvas. I think this was made around 2008, so it wasn't until years after that it really became a thing. So I'm going to walk through this, and hopefully it helps someone to put together a quick plan, because honestly, your plan and your canvas is going to change all the time. It should be a living, breathing document. It shouldn't be something set in stone and you don't look at it again, because if you do that, you're going to get beat. So the first section over to the left is going to be your key partners. So for those of you who want to start a business where you're selling products, who are your suppliers? Where are you getting your product from? This could also be competitors. It could be non-competitors. If you run a dance studio, for instance, a key partner may be a bar or a restaurant that has a big enough dance floor for you to put together group dances if your own space isn't large enough. That would be a potential key partner. So look at your business and what partnerships you probably need to coordinate in order to be successful. Beside that, at the top, you're going to have key activities. So those are the things that are essentially going to make you money. What are the key activities you need to be doing that are going to bring in cash flow? These would be things like the supply chain. If you're doing manufacturing, it would be an activity like cooking pizzas, for instance, the process for that. For me, it would be managing social media. So my key activity is essentially scheduling social media posts. So that would be a key activity. What are those things you need to do to make money? If you're making videos, if you're building software, what are those key activities your business needs to do? So those two are pretty straightforward. The third one, which is considered part of the infrastructure of your business, would be resources. So what resources do you need? Again, if you're doing software, you probably need software to code with and to test with. If you are running a pizza joint, you probably need a cooker, a pizza oven, right? So what are those key resources you need for your business to run? If it's e-commerce, you need a website. That's probably where you would start. Or even landing pages for an FBA website. So figure out what those resources are in your business that you need to make money. And in the middle is the most important one to me. It's your value proposition, or other words, your unique selling position. Now, this is what separates you from your competitors. Why should someone choose you versus your competition? What makes you stand out? Are you the cheapest? Do you have the most experience? Do you have the most innovative product? Figure out what that is. And a lot of the other things on the board actually derive from your value proposition. So really stew on that one. It's going to also drive your mission, your vision, which, I did play on the business plan, but you really do need a mission and vision. But figure out what that value proposition is. I think the book Good to Great by Jim Collins does a great job with the hedgehog concept, where they say businesses need to figure out what they can do the best. You also need to figure out what you can't be the best at. But I think that plays a part here. What do you think you can be the best at and beat your competition at? So figure out what that value proposition is. Make sure to write it down. It may need some tweaks over time when you figure stuff out. But you can move over to customer relationships. What do the relationships look like between you and your customers? Is it going to be very one-on-one type of relationships, like you're a financial advisor? Are you building an automated software tool to where everything's self-serve? And you need to be specific, because if you're saying, I'm building a creative human-based experience business where we're helping people one-on-one, providing the best customer service. Well, don't make everything automated, and when they call to get help, it's also a robo chick that's on there just saying press 1, press 2, press 3. Make sure you have your customer relationships figured out. So that's this section here. And then below that will be your channels or your distribution channels. How are you getting your products in front of your customers? And some of my clients now, for instance, are having cash flow problems, or they're saying, I don't have enough money. Well, it's because the only way you can get paid is if someone finds you on Groupon. And we all know how that's going right now. So you need to figure out what those distribution channels look like. If you're e-commerce, are you selling on your website? Are you doing eBay? Are you doing Amazon? Are you doing Groupon? Do you have a storefront? Is that your distribution channel? Figure out how you're going to be getting goods in and out, and how you're going to be servicing your either clients or customers. And off to the right, who are your clients or customers? Define what your customer segments look like. Are you focusing on a niche, a very specific group or very specific industry of people? What are the psychographics of those people? What does that look like? What are their lifestyles? What are their trends? What are they like? What brands are they loyal to? What are their demographics? Figure out if you're going after a small segment or the whole entire market. So define what that looks like and what is specific to your business. And that's your customer segmentation. And now at the bottom, what are your revenue streams and costs? So revenue streams would just be, how are you making money? Where's the money coming from? Are you selling a book? Are you doing consulting? Are you selling goods? Are you selling services? Is the money coming from your website? This is where you will write what those streams are. You're not really estimating what the money amount is going to be. You're just stating, okay, here's where the money is going to be coming from. And also, what are those costs going to be? But before you decide on cost, you need to decide, are we going to be a value product where it's real low cost? Or are we going to be a high quality product where we're like Louis Vuitton, or we're selling handmade bags? So that plays a big part into the costs of your business. And you need to figure out what those are, what they look like. And so those are the last two: the revenue, money coming in, money going out. That's really why they're at the bottom. It's your bottom line, right? So this is the business model canvas, and I'm hoping this is under 10 minutes so you can go ahead and get started with filling out these sections.
From deep in my soul.